This is a troll attempt from D3. All he's doing is reenacting what other YouTubers do when they run out of topics because they ran through them so fast. Many have wondered. I myself have even wondered if it is finally time for Akira Toriyama to give us the one and only Super Saiyan 3 Bart. And I think he will. I think it's finally time. In Dragon Ball Super, there's no better time. So, let me know what you guys think. Will we see Bart? No! Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy D3, and this is our 1K subscriber special. Okay, so I'm doing a Q&A for you guys. I asked you guys to give me questions, and the poll is in, so let's get started right now. The very first question is from my bud, my friend Scotty. Does a Let's Play. He has a Pokemon channel. You guys should go check him out. He's really awesome. And his question was, would you do a draw your life video one day? I would if I could, but I can't, so I think that answers the question. I would love to do it. If anybody knows how to do one and they're good enough at editing, you know, let me do it. If I know what he's talking about. If I'm mistaken, Scott, and you're watching this, let me know down below, like, do some clarification. Next in the list is Roshank Redemption, and his question is, what are your top 5 anime/manga characters of all time? That one is actually really tough. And hold on, some of you guys asked me questions multiple times. I have a list here, so it's not the biggest list, so I'm going to be answering a lot of you guys' questions a few times, and that actually is really good for a couple people because they asked me a bunch of questions. So as far as your question goes, Roshank, top 5, I mean, I gotta put Gohan in there. Everybody knows Gohan is one of my favorite characters. I think Kirito from Sword Art Online is awesome too. I really enjoy Luffy. So those 3. I think Natsu is really tight as well from Fairy Tail. So Gohan, Luffy, Natsu, Kirito, and who would be my 5th? That is a really good question. I really don't know. I want to say Killua from Hunter x Hunter, but I feel like there's somebody else I'm leaving out, and I'll remember afterwards. So for now, Killua is going to be there, but Killua is definitely top 8 for me. Dari the Gamer, my friend. Once again, all these guys pretty much have YouTube channels. Everybody I'm mentioning, you guys all go check them out. If you guys didn't ask me a question, too bad. Ask me a question next time. I'll leave my Ask FM account linked as well. So Dari the Gamer asked me, how much of a Gohan fan? Wow. Go ham. I go ham. That's how I am. He asked, how much of a Gohan fan are you? Well, Dowry, I mean, like, it's hard to put my fanboyism into words. I mean, you have to take into context. I grew up watching Gohan, and I only love the character as much as anybody else can ever love a character in an anime. It's hard to put my fanboyism into perspective. I'm just playing. I'm not that bad. I mean, Gohan's my favorite character. He always has been. You guys know I love Gohan. I do character creation vids. There's probably like 6 of them just on Gohan out of like 40 that I've done. So I really enjoy the character. Honestly, I'm not mad about his trajectory throughout Dragon Ball. I mean, dude is a human. Dude lives a human life. He was always forced to fight, long story short. So it is what it is, and I'm excited for him in Super Diary. That's pretty much it. I ProStar 3D, 3-digital, 3-dimensional. I think that was it, 3-dimensional. You guys are gonna love me making fun of myself or making a fool of myself. But his question is, what made you, from his perspective, start YouTube? Well, I ProStar. YouTube, I honestly started off watching like PokeTubers like the King Nappy and Shady Penguin, and I would like tune in every day because they're doing Let's Plays, and I just thought that was just the coolest thing, to be honest with you guys. And this wasn't that long ago. I really initially started only on YouTube, like looking up stuff, how to do this, how to do that. That's pretty much how a lot of people stumble on YouTube, from my general opinion or professional opinion. Wow. So I used to watch PokeTubers, and you know, they'd have Let's Plays. I tuned in every single day at the times that, you know, the videos were essentially up, and I'd watch them and I'd have fun. Like, I'd watch it on my lunch break at work, and that was that. And I started watching some Dragon Ball tubers like Rhymestyle and Quaman. Quaman is my favorite Dragon Ball tuber. You know, I just thought it was awesome how they did, like, you know, these theory videos and discussion videos, and I was like, I want to get into some of this stuff as well. So then I was like, okay, well, I was kind of bouncing back and forth, contemplating whether I'm going to do it or whether, you know, I was going to just, you know, let it be and not give it a shot. And then, you know, after like a couple of months of thinking about it on and off and watching videos continuously on YouTube, I was like, you know what, screw it, F it, I'm gonna give it a shot. And that's how I am. That's how I got here today, man. It really, it's a great process. It's a blessing, man. It's just something you got to be patient with. You have to give it time. Unless you put out something that goes incredibly viral, it's gonna take time to grow your channel. So I'm very humbled by the whole process so far. And yeah, pretty much that's my answer to you, iProStar. I enjoyed your question. The next, oh wow, they're all bunched up. So the original Goten, his name used to be iPlasma Gaming when I met him. He's one of the first people that, you know, stumbled onto my channel on YouTube. He's pretty much watched my channel grow from like no subs to 1,000 now. But yeah, his content is awesome as well. But dude asked me 1, 2, 3, 4 questions right now, and I think he has one more later on in the list. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna kind of just go through his questions in a row so I can just move on from these questions, okay? His first question is, isn't Yamcha such a good fighter? No. In Dragon Ball? Yeah, Yamcha was the shit in Dragon Ball. You know, he was on par with everybody, but in Dragon Ball Z, yeah, nah. Isn't Majin Buu great? I think that Majin Buu, the first one, is hilarious. He is great for comedic relief. Him, Jocko, and Gotenks are going to be awesome in Dragon Ball Super. Those are like the 3 funniest characters. And Hercule, they're all just comedy. That's all they're there for. They really like don't really do anything. As far as the other Majin Buus, I think that Kid Buu, with his like, you know, sick personality, he just wants to destroy and blow up shit, is just awesome. I think that my favorite Buu, aside from Fat Buu, because of his like his personality and his humor, would have to be the you guys probably already guessed it. It has to be Super Buu Gohan Absorb. Because why? Because Gohan's there. That's my favorite character. I should say Super Buu Gotenks Absorb, because Gohan kicked that dude's ass. Anyways, next question is, isn't Goten amazing? And if there were only 3 games you could upload for every 2 months, which games would you pick? And he said that he picks My Little Pony. Clearly this is a troll question. I said in my question videos, you know, it's okay to ask me a troll question. Well, for the first part of your question, because this was kind of like 2, isn't Goten amazing? Goten is amazing, yes he is. I really enjoy Goten as a character. I love how he was able to transform at such an early age, like 7 years old. That's amazing. If you put him into context next to Goku and compare their power levels at the same age, even Gohan can be in that mix. Goku to Gohan was a huge difference at that same age. And then Goku to Gotenks is ridiculous. Dude's already a Super Saiyan. It took Goku upwards of like 30 years to reach that level of power. So yeah, Goten is amazing. As far as the question, and it was if there were only 3 games you can upload for every 2 months, which, I mean, that's hella like specific. I really just don't know. It depends when the games come out. Like, so if you're asking me this question, like, just in general, I'd say Storm 4, if it was out right now, as one of the games. I definitely do Xenoverse because I use Xenoverse mainly from my discussion and my character creation videos. So those 2 videos, and you know, I really only upload those 2, so I'm going to say Alpha Sapphire, which is something that's going to be coming to my channel because I really want to get into more Pokemon stuff, because that's what I originally based my channel off of, kind of going back to iProStar's question. I based my channel off of Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and Naruto. The Naruto game isn't out right now. I did a little bit of a Storm Revolution playthrough for that, but I mean, like, there's not a whole lot of story mode in that, and I didn't really want to get into the Mecha Naruto stuff, so it's kind of like few and far between that I have Naruto stuff on my channel. And the Pokemon stuff is even worse because I don't have a capture card, so it is what it is. But I mean, Dragon Ball naturally, seeing as how there's a game for it on PS4 and everything, you know, it naturally took precedence on my channel. So Beginning Metal 6, you guys don't know, I've done a couple of collabs with him so far. Most recently, he was on a collab with me and War Entertainment. Shout out to that dude, he's awesome as well. Where we were talking about, you know, the female Whis, and I couldn't remember her name at the time in the beginning of the video, but somebody commented and reminded me. QnA called her Ski. I thought that was awesome. I think that was a perfect name for her because it was just the right amount of pun, you know, based on like the whiskey and also being kind of feminine. I thought that was pretty cool. But his question is, what is your goal for all of YouTube? I want to be, well, I think that it's kind of cheesy for me to say, hey, I want to be the best YouTuber, because it probably just realistically won't happen because there's so many of them. I think it would also be pretty cheesy for me to say that I want to be able to make a living off of YouTube. I definitely have an amazing job. I mean, my job, I can't really go into details on it because, you know, jobs like to be secretive. But me working for Apple at such a young age with all the perks and my pay is just amazing. But I think that, you know, me being able to make a living off of YouTube would be awesome. And, you know, me making a living off of Apple could kind of be like, that could be like my side hustle already, because that's already way more than I need and more than I need to support my family. But as far as like realistically goes, because those two things pretty much probably won't happen. It really just depends on, you know, the community and stuff like that. I'm very down to earth and realistic. My goals as far as YouTube goes is, honestly, I just want to make content that somebody can sit down and, you know, just watch and enjoy. That's it. Like, seriously, that's always been my goal, because that's what I did. Going back to iProStar's question again, that's all I did, is I just watched people's content and I enjoyed their content. That's the only thing that I want people to be able to do with me. You know, if you guys, you know, don't think that I'm so good at a gameplay, that's okay with me. As long as you guys are enjoying it, that's the only thing that I really care about. Beginning Metal 6. So next question is iRaise HD. His question is, what is my gamer tag? I think I responded to this and I grabbed it on accident. But anyways, my gamer tag on PSN, because that's the only, I have other consoles. That's the only console I actually play on online though. Like, I have PS3, I can't on that one because it got PSN freaking banned. Frostfang tried to call me out like, oh, you should play online. I was like, bro, I can't. You know, my PS3 got banned from the network. Sony, I went online one day, no lie. They were like, oh, this console or some shit. Like, I gotta read the message. It's been hella long, but it's like, this console can no longer access online activities or some shit. And I was like, you son of a bitch. Because I think that my cousin was playing, or my uncle was playing online one day while I was at work. And you have to be really, really careful, because they know when you're using, like, you know, not actual copies of the game, and, you know, using homebrew and you're on the network, it flags their system. So if you're doing that stuff, you mainly want to play offline. That's how I went under the radar for like a couple years. They didn't find out. And yeah, that's where, as far as that goes. But I don't play on my my lady has the Xbox One and the Wii U. I'm trying to get that out of, you know, I'm trying to get the Wii U over here so I can start doing some Smash stuff on my channel. But as of right now, the only gamer tag I have is my Fryboy1, all lowercase Fryboy, FRYEBOI1, and that's on PSN. So yeah, next question is SSB Fan Gamers. I don't know what SSB stands for, I'm sorry, bro. But if you made a Dragon Ball show, what would be the name and what would you do with it? Well, it has to be something like, you know, Dragon Ball, because it's a Dragon Ball show. Let me get my Akira Toriyama hat on, and yeah, Dragon Ball Rampage. That sounds awesome. Going back to Rampage, back on the PlayStation. Ooh, that was my game. I believe it was PlayStation 2. Anyways, Rampage was legit. But Dragon Ball Rampage, and what I would do with it is I would bring back the other characters, you know, that we saw. You know, scratch that. What I would do is I would make Gohan the main character, for one. You guys already knew that was a given, because I feel like Gohan was on his way, but then they shot that down for one reason or another. So I'd make him the main character. I wouldn't just make it about Goku and Vegeta. And on top of that, I'd also kind of explain where GT fits into the continuity, even though it's not considered canon. Dragon Ball Super and, you know, it's manga and stuff like that, it's kind of throwing canon out the window if you think about it, because the manga is not made by Toriyama, but the show is, but they kind of are the same, and it's kind of throwing canon out the window. Honestly, the only thing I want, whether GT was a good series or not, is up for debate. I like the characters, which Akira Toriyama did design. All I want is for there to be some clarification, and I've said this a few times, I just want it to fit into the continuity somewhere. If all you have to say is it takes place in Universe 2, I am okay with that, because it means it actually does happen. I just feel like, you know, it was a part of my childhood, whether it was a good part or not, and for them to like completely scrap it, that's just, I just honestly think that's a big ass just F you, smack dab in the middle of your face, all over your face. So that's it, honestly. I mean, I would obviously bring some new characters. I think that it would be awesome to see Demigra in a series, because I thought he was really, I feel like Xenoverse didn't handle him properly. I feel like he could have been a really good villain. So yeah, there's that, bro. Where was I at? Oh God. Oh man, the next question on the list is from Dr. Blick, the darkest man around. I'm losing my voice. And his question is, do you like chicken? Dr. Blick. Sir Blicks a lot. Bruh. I love me some chicken, yo. I love me some chicken. You know, I can give you my address. Go down to your local supermarket out there in the UK chocolate, brother, and shoot me some chicken, because I need some right now, bro. I'm losing my voice. Hey, you know, that chicken got that regenerative ability that'll help me heal up, it'll give my voice back, and I'll be so much better. Honestly, I need this freaking fried chicken in my mouth, bro. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The Ultra Saiyan's question is, Ultra Saiyan 108 is Yamcha versus Champa. I mean, like, seriously, like, why would you even ask me this, bro? Yamcha. I'm a Saiyan's question. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, there you go. If you were a Pokemon, which one would you be? Typhlosion, because Typhlosion is legit. He's my favorite Pokemon, period, hands down. Ace of Diamonds Gaming asked, what type of videos will you be uploading in the future? That's a great question, bro. I will be uploading videos. Well, for one, in my question request video, I said, hey, I'm gonna be doing what was it? Budokai 3, the remake, or Budokai, or no, wait, hold on, Budokai 1 or Budokai 3, because they came, you know, in this dual game remake. So one of those two, you guys didn't decide. So if you guys don't decide, hey, I'm just gonna do it myself. And I'll say it's Budokai 3, because I really want to play that one. So there's that. I'm going to be doing Alpha Sapphire. Honestly, I want to do more Pokemon content on my channel. It's just tough because I'm already in production, if you will, of my Alpha Sapphire. I've been recording it with my iPhone. It actually, iPhone 6 has a really, really good camera. But, I mean, and I'm doing the line in with the audio where it's going directly into my computer, and I'm recording it that way, and I'm recording my voice at the same time. But there's really no substitute for having a capture card. And I had the opportunity to get one, but, you know, bills came up. Yeah, funny story being a grown-up, hey. You know, bills came up, and, you know, I had to take care of my family. You know, we got to pay the bills, of course. So I still have the opportunity right now. I still have the money, but I'm kind of in this dilemma where it's like, if I pay $300 to get one installed in my DS, or I just pay $500 and get a whole new DS with one custom already installed, I'm at this point where I'm like, hey, will I use this enough? Will I legitimately use this enough to warrant me paying at least $300 on this thing? And then on top of that, if I do it with the $300 option, I'm sending my own off. And it takes about a month to get it back, because going to Japan and all that other good stuff. So I'm honestly at a dilemma. I just got to see how my Pokemon content goes, because I really want to diversify my channel, because I don't want to be just a Dragon Ball tuber or a Naruto tuber and get into the point where I'm like, hey, making stupid discussion topics because I have no other topics, kind of winking at the initial video for you guys. That's essentially what that was about. So yeah, that's where I'm at, Ace. I'm gonna be bringing Storm content as well. I mean, I can't leave Storm out. I haven't really brought J-Stars content to my channel because honestly, I don't play it that often, and J-Stars is better on my Vita. I play it on my Vita. I don't play it on a console. It actually is a lot better on the Vita. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Next question is Nosh Gaming. What got you into Dragon Ball Z? As far as Dragon Ball Z goes, man, I was little. I think that I was maybe about 6 or 7 when I think the Frieza saga was airing on Toonami, and I was just a big fan, man. I just loved the animation. I think it was at the point where where they were fighting on the Destroy Planet Namek stage. I'm talking about it like it's a game, but you know what I'm talking about, like, you know, just lava flying everywhere and all that other good stuff. So I was at that point, man, where I was just like, this is awesome. And from there, it just kind of took off. I mean, I was watching it every day. I remember running home from school, trying to watch it on TV, but I had other stuff to do. And, you know, I was living with my mom and my little brother. And, you know, my mom sometimes didn't want to watch Dragon Ball, but we only had one TV, so it was kind of bad. And I was like, nah, Mom, we gonna watch this. And I'd get my ass whooped. So, you know, that's essentially what got me into it, man. And I just grew up watching it. And every chance I got, you know, I watched the reruns. And growing up, they were rerunning it on Toonami like crazy. So I would wake up early in the morning and watch that. You know, I'd record it on the DVR and I'd wake up early in the morning and watch that. So I'd watch that, and I watched like Metabots and Beyblade, the initial Beyblade series, before they got, like, you know, the reanimations and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's essentially what got me into Dragon Ball Z, bro. So the last question is, I don't know how to pronounce this. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Ninja, the God. Wow. That was like a tongue twister. His question is, will you be doing more discussions about, like, Super News? I think he was asking if I'll be doing more discussions like Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, of course, man. I'll still continue to do my episode reviews for one, and if anything interesting pops up, it's mainly going to be after, you know, after Fukatsu no F stuff gets out the way, because they're reenacting that as well. When we get into this territory that we haven't seen as a community yet, like the Universe 6 arc and stuff like that, it'll pop up more because there'll actually be more speculation. Right now, I mean, we know what's happening because at this current point, they're doing the Battle of God stuff. So we know what's going to happen. There's not going to be anything too different or crazy. So I will definitely be bringing you guys more discussions. I'm actually going to get on a schedule because I don't have one. So there's Dragon Ball discussions. I'm going to try to get into more Naruto discussions as well. And if I can, I will embark into Pokemon ones as well. I just don't have the biggest Pokemon community on my channel. A lot of you guys came here for the Dragon Ball content, and rightfully so, because that's the main thing I do on my channel. But I really just want to diversify myself and, you know, build a community that has, you know, different shades. I mean, if you guys like this, you like that, that's awesome. I just want to make sure that at the end of the day, you guys are enjoying the content. So that is it for our Q&A, guys. Honestly, I love you guys so much. Thank you for 1K. You guys mean the most to me. Be sure to subscribe to all these guys that ask me questions. If you guys didn't ask me questions, you guys can leave me a question on ask.fm/dfreedbz. It's going to be linked down below. Also, follow me on Twitter at dfreedbzhd. Sometimes the HD isn't there, sometimes it is. It's not necessarily in my name. You guys know I just go by dfree anyway. Yeah, also follow me on Twitter as well. And if you guys like the video, like it down below. We're going to keep on rocking, keep on rolling, guys. Honestly, I love you guys. Let's keep on growing the community. Share the video. Share other videos if you guys enjoy them. And yeah, this UK chocolate brother will check. I couldn't even do it right, Blake. You guys go check out Dr. Blake, man. That's my dude. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, though. Peace out.